for Fort Collins Lambkins, Mountain View, Mountain. We'd like to thank our officials, our referee, David, Pringle, umpire, Mike, our team, linesman, Brad, mine guard, Tony Campbell, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and move your path and join us in the perfect opening marching band of the national anthem.
Live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado, it's PSD High School football. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy. Live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight, live on Stream It Sports from French Field in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. The Fort Collins Lambkins hosting the Mountain View Mountain Lions here in Colorado high school football action. Hello, my name is David Haase, and along with my guest partner tonight, Chris Monomog, and producer Randy McCoy, son Cody McCoy, stepping in, and Brian Roxbury on camera. So thanks for tuning in tonight. You're seeing the field already getting ready to go. We had a coin flip earlier. The receiving team will be your Fort Collins Lambkins here tonight, and they're going to be defending the south end zone. No breeze at all, so kicking game, Chris, is not going to be a problem either way tonight, is it?
This is about as good as weather as you can get in mid-October in the country, I think.
No, it's something else. And I tell you, here's two teams right now. Fort Collins, they both started off rough, but Collins 1-0 in the conference. Mountain View 0-1 in the conference, so it's one of those separation games this time of year, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a big night for the Lambkins and to extend their win streak here and keep rolling.
Number 10, Ivan Thomas out to kick for the Lions. Ball in the right hash. He nails it deep. Not a chance for a return back there. Michael Cadlick, single receiver back, goes in the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10. And a quick little talk about the offense for the Lambkins this year. The Erickson find at quarterback coming in his first year here on in the city, but what a great year he's had so far.
He's a really good athlete, run pass option guy. He can do a little bit of everything and gets lots of receivers involved and kind of runs the show for Coach Rice.
Well, you got to look tonight for Jake Leone and along with Jackson Shore, two of his top receivers. Leone at 88 yards per game, so you know he's going to be a target. Big, tall target, too, at 6'3". First play, though, is a toss. Reverse back. It's going to be a reverse pass throw. Looking around for somebody. Just gets clipped. Nice job by the Mountain Lions to sit on that play.
That's great defense right there.
Yeah. Because, number 5, credit number 5 for the Mountain Lions going back there. He didn't take the cheese. That's Cole Spinseri. And he stayed with that receiver because you see that action away from him. He starts chasing, and Nice
great
one.
job by that backside defensive end too to hold, contain right there, and not let them get the edge.
Yeah, that was coming around the corner there in Jackson Shore. He didn't have much to gain, maybe even lost a half a yard. Give up the ball up the middle. Quick little dive play off the left side. Not much there, but Connor McGraw, who has got 266 yards so far on the season, sharing some of that pigskin toting duties with Joey McGuire. He's got about 218 yards, so a good 1-2 punch again in the backfield.
Yeah, they like to get the run established early and then kind of go from there.
Erickson rolls to his left, natural for his left-handed side, looking downfield, got flushed, and he's going to get tackled. And it's going to be, I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not, but that's a familiar number we'll be seeing for Mountain View tonight. Number 35, their leading tackler, Michael Felton. 60 tackles on the year. I'd even more impressed you got 6 sacks.
That's a pretty good job of flowing to the football right there by Mountain View.
So a quick 3 and out, and actually a loss of 3 yards for the 3 plays they had to try. Sometimes trying that big roll of the dice, first one, it didn't totally backfire as a lost game, but it was a lost play. Punt, Sale's going to be taken about midfield. Actually, didn't get grabbed, so it's going to bounce, takes a bounce for the Mountain Lions, and just drops dead on the 48. That's when you want your receivers to get up to the ball, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good break for the Lions right there to let that thing stop at the 50-yard line.
So as a difference down, flipping the side of the ball quickly, the defenses get out there for the Lambkins. We talked about their leading tacklers. You're talking McKalen Moore, Michael Cadlick out there, and also Garrett McGraw. Your DBs, they're coming up making a lot. They don't have that, Ben Freeman, a long 3-year letter winner, linebacker, just a tackling machine. He's not there this year, so they've come up and made their way. Sweet play that way, and boy, they got right upfield there.
Good defense right there by Fort Collins. They stuffed that one pretty good from all levels right there. Yeah. Defensive line, everybody's up on that tackle.
Inside out, and saw Cadlick come up and set the corner too. Talk a little bit about the quarterback, junior quarterback now for Peyton Mays for the Lions. Little inside handoff there. Got the outside corners, got a little bit to go. Shakes off one tackle, gets near the first down, sticks, but Mays as a first-year quarterback, he's hitting about 64% of his passes, got about 900 yards, so pretty good start for him in this season.
It's a pretty good run by Reed Nichols right there. The Lambkins had him in the backfield, had a chance for a negative play, and ends up breaking a couple tackles.
When you can do that misdirection, it's almost like the bunch formation, the double tight with the 2 wingbacks. You can do those inside handoffs with motion from the quarterback, and that time it really worked. Brings up 3rd and 3. Need to get across the Lambkins 42-yard line. Snap taken easy on the outside. There was a little bit of a misstep in the open field, and there was a touchdown-saving trip, just getting enough of a shoelace.
That's a saving tackle right there by the safety.
Because that was Hockmeyer, the leading rusher. He's averaging 146 yards a game. He's only played 4 games, but one of the Kevin Lytle from the Colorado, who we'll talk about halftime, he said when he gets going, Mountain Lions are pretty tough.
Well, that's 3 plays, and they've had 3 different formations already. They're kind of trying to see if they can fool the Lambkins here on the first drive.
Well, that one and that play right there certainly did, because there was false steps by linebackers, and nobody got back to that side. And Hockmeyer, like I say, it was touchdown without that tip. Right back up the middle, plows forward. Gain of a couple.
The head coach, I'm assuming this is his son, Dave. He was playing back in my day. He was a heck of a player at Thompson Valley.
Stayed home and coached. Yeah, when you're around cities long enough, you start seeing generations.
I recognize that name. He was a heck of a player.
Nice little throw out in the flat, picked up, caught. Good tackle coming up there. Nice open field tackle.
That's a good job right there by the secondary to come up and make a tackle and get him on the first try. That's big to get him down.
One thing I liked there, too, with the quarterback, Mays, he got that ball out of his hands in a hurry, didn't he?
He did. He knew where he was going. I think that was the only option, the only guy on the route right there, but he hit him.
Yeah, Jeremiah Graylock was just out there in the flat and got the ball quick. Hockmeyer goes around, and Mays was actually trying to do a little inside lead in the blocking.
The old Nebraska days where they toss it to the tailback.
Yeah, turn around and
the
get your face upfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's running right through the hole with you.
41-49 pitch. Turn your face around and make sure nobody gets behind the guard.
That worked a few times, I believe.
Yeah.
Big 4th down right here for the Lambkins if they can get it stopped.
Hockmeyer set to the right, pistol formation for Mays. Blitz shown, which then makes everybody on this line turn up like meerkats, look to the sidelines. As soon as the defense shows something. Hockmeyer goes off the left side, breaks through, still spinning around. Boy, I tell you what, he
runs hard.
You need to get a handle on him.
Well, once again, I think we had him in the backfield, and he's a slippery guy to tackle.
Well, and he's behind his pads. Right away, you can see when you see good running backs, he's low. Those pads are going forward. You don't get a great shot because he's just running through arm tackles right now, and you've got to square up on him. So 1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Nice little drive after the 3 and out by the Lambkins O. Mays rolls to his right, trying to look downfield. He's got a man near the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Mountain Lions.
Wow, they did everything right but knocked the ball down. He had him covered.
He really did, and they had a chance there, but the cornerback, he's back on that island. He didn't have a view of anything. There's no help. And all of a sudden, the receiver gave him just enough. That Graylock back there, number 4. He just gave him that slight little Michael Irving extended arm and separation. The ball fell, and the DB just didn't know.
But he never did turn his head to find the ball.
And that's the hardest thing to do.
That is. That's a pretty good job by the quarterback right there to throw it deep where only his guy could get it.
So big kick is up and through. So 7-0 early going here. Mountain View ahead of the Fort Collins Lambkins. After this commercial, we'll be right back.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Can you see that okay? Those are all right to see?
Yep.
So we're back here after the 3 and out by the Lambkins. The Mountain Lions drove it down, and with about a 23-yard touchdown pass from Mays to Graylock, score first. They're going to be kicking off again here. Cadillac back's going to take it. Goes over his head. No chance to take it out of that one. So 7:26 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Mountain Lions lead. You're listening to Stream It Sports. David Haase along with our guest tonight, Chris Monomog, Cody McCoy on production, Brian Roxbury on camera. Thanks for all you tuning in. If you could make it up here, there's a nice crowd across the way, but the Mountain View folks, if you're just listening to us, we invite you to tell our sponsors, Pedersen Toyota, Schrader Oil, and First Bank, that thanks for letting us bring you high school football.
Big series right here for the Lambkins. They need to come back and get some yards.
Yep. Straight student body left. Mountain Lions are flying around pretty good. There wasn't much there for them to do.
They got some good quickness on defense. They don't look very big, but they've got some kids who can run.
I agree with you. I was down the field before the game. I always, I've never seen a program, I believe, so you do the eyeball test as old coaches, and we do that. But right now they're flying around making plays. Give the ball straight up the middle and runs right into number 35.
Michael Felton, he is everywhere. I think he's been in on every tackle.
Yeah, they put him in the middle for a reason. He goes and finds it. And if you notice, he's got a pretty big cast on these, so he's either got a broken thumb or a wrist, and hasn't seemed to hamper him.
No, he's in the middle, and he's reading some keys, and he's flying to the football.
Well, if you're averaging 10 tackles a game, you've got to be near it most of the time. Pistol formation, quick throw to the outside. Not a chance. Great little come up and tackle by the corner on that side, Cole Spencieri, and nowhere to go.
That's another good series on defense. They're going to have to do something a little different next time to try to soften them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can get a better punt off this time.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those chances where you'd love to have a long punt here to flip the field a bit. Otherwise, you're going to be barely across midfield. That one does turn over. He drives the receiver back clear to the 35, drops it, bounces right to him. He's got the side, makes the corner, turns it up across midfield, bounces out in the middle. What a great return. Still on his feet, breaks it down to the 32-yard line. And surprisingly, I don't see any laundry on the field.
That's about a 35-yard gain right there. The Lambkins almost had him back at their own 30 right there.
What a great effort. He never broke stride. That ball bounced right back up to him. It's a funny way that thing bounces, but that one worked out well for the Mountain Lions.
A little turf hop right there that worked out for him. See if the Lambkins can tackle a little better this series. And
I think the pressure's going to get dialed up a lot quicker. I think you leave Mays sitting around too much. Fake the reverse, give this to Hockmeyer up the middle. Nice job of filling the gaps there.
Good defense right there. In the middle, they're not budging a whole lot up the middle, but they're going to have to go around to the outsides, it looks like.
Yeah, Shea Wind got off the bottom of the pile last and had some help there. There's others involved in that one, too.
Kyle Schumer, I think, in on that tackle.
Yep. Oh, Mays fires out, just about got it picked. Because standing in the line, he knew where he wanted to throw that slant. And Mays is not a big kid. They list him at 5'9". That's probably about right, but he had to throw that up in the air a little bit. He couldn't see how the linebacker was sitting under. Jace Whitey was just waiting for it.
He was right there. He almost made the interception right there. Good effort.
Fake on the option again. We're going to have a flag on the play. Thrown downfield, had a man open, overthrows Graylock.
I'm guessing holding on the Mountain Lions is my guess.
Yeah, right out there in the middle. They'll certainly take that one and move it back, even though it was third down. I mean, you're still down there pretty close. It's spot foul. That'll get you back past the 45-yard line if you accept it.
Good push by Jack Pedersen up the middle. He's a good-looking kid in the middle of the Lambkin defense.
So as expected, that moving back to the 44-yard line. We'll bring up third again, but they've got to get down to the 22-yard line for the yard to gain.
Got a rally and tackle right here.
5:10 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 still. Pistol formation. Hockmeyer just set to the side of Mays. Two receivers both ways. Quarterback draw. No one near him. Chance to turn upfield. Nice job of just kind of getting it down there and getting 8 to 10 yards and taking what he could.
It's a good job. Garrett McGraw right there on the tackle for the Lambkins. And good job of not letting him get too much on that quarterback draw right there with Mays.
Yeah, you will say the Lambkins secondary does fly to the ball pretty well.
They do a good job of coming up and tackling.
So that'll force a punt. Wouldn't be the craziest place in the world for a fake punt right here, would it? You may only gain 12, 13 yards.
See if the Mountain Lions can keep it in the field of play and not kick it in the end zone here.
Light Pooch goes down to the 5, the 10, and rolls in just barely.
It's a great effort by the punter.
Yeah, he did. He took a lot off of that one. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The ball and the touchback coming out for the Lambkins. They need to string together. They got to get their first down, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. It's time. We'll see if they try to get wide here and try to get a little quick hit or get a positive play on first down. I think the last series, their third down play was a little quick hitter that they like to run. See if they can get that early in the drive here.
Well, when you got really aggressive linebackers, I've always took it as a way. It's like, okay, I'd like to out. They're just got right to it. They're getting out quick right now. It's not the size that matters. Sometimes it's the step around. They're filling that A and B gaps, and they're waiting.
He was waiting. I think he should have handed it off right there. He read that defensive end, and he crashed a little bit. They might have had a little play if he'd have handed off.
When Erickson has such a good year running the ball, throwing the ball, and sometimes you want to make the play no matter what you're seeing. It's still you're ready in your mind to make a play.
Exactly. He's trying to get them going right here.
Trips to the top of the field. Erickson he's looked to his right field. He's trying to take it downfield. Got a wide open area in front of him. Takes off downfield. Not very far to go, though. Felton was over there quickly.
He had, I think, Corey Lang down the middle for just a brief second, but the safety was behind there, and I think he saw the safety coming and decided to tuck it and run.
Yeah, and got maybe a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. So far on this being the third down, I think the Lambkins have got negative yardage for the game so far.
I think you're right.
No receivers, 5 out wide. Just a fake gives them up there, penalty flag behind. It's going to be spun down around after just about a gain, about 4. Felton again on the tackle.
Somebody moved a little early for the Lambkins, I believe.
Yep. So far right now, it's just a defense that looks a little too quick.
They really do. They're flying side to side, and they do a great job of, again, tackling on the first chance.
Be the third punt in less than 9 minutes for the Lambkins. That one driven well into the night sky. Great punt. Clear downfield. Graylock had to call a fair catch. So nice job. Doesn't totally flip the field, but taking it back down to the 35-yard line. Be the longest field the Mountain Lions have had to face so far this quarter.
That is. That's a good job. Good punt right there. Good coverage and good hang time. So we had to fair catch it.
Nice job by the Lambkins faithful as usual. A lot of students down there. The band. Everybody loves the band.
Always. Got to love the Purple Regiment.
Yep. Hockmeyer takes it on the inside handoff, switches left downfield. He's not getting many on his shoulders until he's 5-6 yards downfield. So I mean, when you get 2nd and 4, the play calling becomes a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That's especially in the kind of offense they run, little quick hitters, and they're getting to the line quickly.
Need to get to the 45 for the first. Hockmeyer, the same play, just run the other way. Just runs out of one tackle, runs out of a couple more. Boy, I'll tell you what, he's got a great knee drive. We got a flag on the far sideline. But I love the way he steps through that middle there. His knees are driving high.
He is. He hits that hole awful quick, and he's through the hole in a hurry and getting to that second level.
Well, now I can see why he got spun around. There's a face mask call on top of the run because he did get twisted around there, and it wasn't because of a hit. It was because of a grab. So personal foul. Huge gain at the end of the play. Takes the ball down inside the 34-yard line for the Lambkins. That's a big one.
That's a tough break right there. Kid just trying to make it play and just grabs and unfortunately didn't know what he was grabbing.
Yeah. Hockmeyer right up in the middle, spins out of the tackle just a little bit. Corral dragged down. Cadlick had him, but when you're falling forward for 3.
That's right. He hit him again. He hit him about at the line of scrimmage, and he took Cadlick for a little ride right there.
Well, for your young running backs, he's got what you want. You hit the hole, you get the ball, you start accelerating. You don't wait, you just got to go.
Well, and he gets after it, and he's making that first guy miss a lot too.
So 2nd and about 7 now. A lot of motion in this offense. Fake the give to Graylock, give the ball to Hockmeyer up the middle. He spins around a couple people, first down yardage or very near it.
Little misdirection right there. Graylock going in motion, and the defensive end, I think, went with him and right up the middle for another
so
good
far,
gain.
their timing on that motion, the fake, the handoff, the give up there, and the quarterbacks is all really done well, isn't it?
It's very good.
And on 3rd and short.
A little hard count by Mays right there. Got the Lambkins to jump, I believe.
Yeah, the line judge started doing procedure, then he reversed it and said, encroachment. So
good try by the Lambkin defense right there to try to say somebody was drawing them off.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be 1st and 10. Ball now on the 20. I mean, there's 1:12 left in the first quarter, but when you haven't had any success on O and the visitors are moving it again, somebody needs to make that play. They need that one thing to happen.
Need a defensive stop right here. 3 would be the minimum, but they need a turnover right here.
Hockmeyer runs the right, sweeps downfield. Taken down after a gain of about 3 or 4 down to the 22.
Usually against offense, Coach Rice likes to man up on the outside and really play the run. So I would guess that's what they're going to try to do here and leave that safety to help in the back. But they're going to put 8 in the box here for sure.
Yeah, I think you're going to do it. About got to commit to it. So a timeout in the field taken by the Lambkins. So with a score 7-0 and 29 seconds left in the first quarter, we'll be right back. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going. And you'll get there, 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Who wants more peas? Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No! Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
The Mountain Lions came quickly out of that timeout with a sweep run to the right by Hochmeyer. Gains a couple more. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Probably going to be the last play here of the first quarter. Clock is ticking down. So pretty good solid quarter for the offense and the defense for the visiting Mountain Lions. They're going to end up here leading 7-0 in a game where they got to win if they want to be in their conference. But the Lambkins, they want to separate and get back into playoff contention. They need to win it too. So we'll be back in a few minutes and have a chance to see how that second quarter starts out for the Lambkins.
Everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here now to start the second quarter. Mountain Lions facing a 3rd and 2.
Big third down for the Lambkin defense right here. They need to stand tall right here.
They need to get off the field.
A stop.
Mays steps up, and now we got play stopped right away. And a timeout's going to be taken on the other side by the Lions. So apparently they didn't have anything they like called versus what was out there in the field. And you know, Coach Rice, that's his side of the ball, and he probably tried to change it up a little bit. You know, the look they've been giving him, they've been solving. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, and on the Mountain View side, somebody looked like just joined the huddle there that might have supposed to be in the play that wasn't as well. So might have been a little bit on both sides.
Yeah. What a gorgeous night here at French Field. Big games across the way too. Rocky Mountain goes to Castleview. Fossil Ridge is going to be playing at Prairie View. So we've got schools in action. Last night, though, Poudre.
Big win by the Impalas.
Yeah, it really was. I went down to Legend and handed them a pretty good loss. I mean, they really did play that game well. Zach Leal, who's kind of right now my halfway through the year MVP, he just keeps making plays.
Poudre keeps getting better every week. Marty's doing a great job with that bunch. They're some tough kids for sure.
So now we got the 3rd and 2. Mays under center here. Give the ball. Hochmeyer spins off one tackle in the backfield. Somebody had him dead to rights. He got across the 10, so it's going to be a first down. But somebody got there. But you know what? If you got to, you could hit somebody. But if he's bringing a bigger hammer, you're not going to do much about it. He just drove through the tackle.
That is. I think that was Garrett McGraw in the backfield. He had a chance, have 2 yards deep, and missed him.
Quickly again there, little option play left side. Mays got it on the outside. Oh. And his back, his trailing back, I don't think it's ever supposed to be an option. It was supposed to be going out in front of him because number 15 for the Mountain Lions, if he'd have stayed on that block, there was nobody. It would have been a race to the corner.
You're exactly right. Great play by the safety again. Cadillac, he's filling the hole right there. Something we talked about before the game that CSU couldn't do the first half last week. That's a great job right there.
Yeah, that's where you saw Jake Slager start playing inside out. Cadillac the same there. And you mean by, I always say inside out, you got to start in the middle of the field, but you run to fill that outside lane where the quarterback was turning up into. Mays under center again, fakes, bootleg, rolls out right. It's got a throwback. Man right in the middle, open in the end zone, touchdown. I'll tell you what, he's got a nice arm. But, boy, he set his feet and he threw a strike, didn't he?
That's a well-designed play right there. There was play side. He had 2 guys, and then they throw to the backside.
The backside guy
tied in right in the middle.
He had time to go get popcorn. He was all by himself.
He did a good job. He settled in right there, and good job of settling in the hole by that kid right there.
That's a great way to put it, too. Thomas, number 10. PAT, a big leg.
Man.
Just
There's some good kickers around here.
There really are.
There really
are. Yeah, that ball was driven deep into the end zone. So, a 14-0 lead here early. 11:01 in the second quarter left to play. Lambkins trail and desperately looking for a spark on offense.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the Lambkins can get a return maybe. The kid's been kicking out of the end zone, so they haven't been able to do that. But it's just something to make a play right here.
Well, and it's one of those moments where one spark, all of a sudden you get playing a little bit of lead again. Right now, there's 16, 17, 18-year-olds. You get a little doubt. It's tough to, momentum is such a big thing at every age level, but I think more so in high school.
It really is. The Mountain View's got a good plan tonight on defense and offense. They've got a good mix of run and pass, and they're doing a good job. Coach Mays has got them ready to play tonight. Look at number 35, David, trotting out on the kickoff team as well. He's going to get another tackle if possible.
Yeah, when you can have, he's a junior, but he's your leading tackler, and he's going to go down there and he's going to be, he's L1. He's not out there to go play safety. He is L1. That means he's flying down, head hunting, and wants to get a piece of something.
Might have a chance here.
Lands right on the 2-yard line. Out the middle, breaks his left side. Cadlick's got it outside the 20, 25. Now he actually faked like he was going to do a spin move, going to do a little Earl the Pearl back to his left, froze everybody, and then turned away again.
That looks like our guy Cody here playing basketball a few years back here.
He's got some handles, doesn't he, Cody? I don't think I've ever seen.
That's good stuff right there.
Well,
It got him about 6-8 more yards.
I know it did. It made a guy pause, but if it doesn't, you've exposed your back, and someone with a tone lock on you is going to run right through you.
That might not be good.
Yeah, there's a lot of courage there. So tight end left, 2 receivers top side. Erickson back to throw on first down. A lot of times. Got a man out here in the flat, wide open. Good throw. Ball out across midfield now.
Great job by the offensive line right there to give him some extra time, and Leone down for a good pickup. Finally some positive yards on first down.
Yeah, and actually the first down of the game coming with 10:44 left in the second quarter. But the thing about that, there's such a slow developing play. It's really tough to cover someone on a drag route all the way across the field.
That was a straight drop back, so a different look by the Lambkins there as well.
Erickson's got to run for his life to get outside. He's been flushed, turning upfield, spins out of one tackle, still on his feet. Tell you what, he's going to lose about 8, but it was closer to being about 15.
Yeah, he did. That's an all-out blitz right there. They were in man coverage on the backside, and Mountain View brought the house right there on first down.
Yeah. So a nice little chess match going on here.
That's usually what Coach Rice does to his opponent, so that's a little dose of the own medicine there.
Well, in number 77, it's not so much the lineman got beaten. He might have had somebody he had to pick up, like you said, the blitz comes. You pick up the faster moving object. Eric fakes, rolls back, fires down the middle. He's got a man open in the slot, just a little overthrown.
It's a great effort right there by Corey Lang. He had a step on the corner right there.
Yeah, safety was going to be there, but wasn't there in timing, so that was just a half a step off, though. Pretty good throw.
That's a play that might be there. I believe they've got a chance to make a play down the middle of the field.
And well, it's so tough, like I said, it's so tough for a corner to be able to cover that inside. If your safety's a ways away, you almost want to say, okay, let's break that off a little earlier, like we were talking about.
Yes,
Fossil does it so
right.
well. After about an 8 or 10 yard slant that across. So third and a whole lot right now. Erickson fakes it, takes up the middle, cross midfield, makes one move. He's still on his feet.
Hey, what a great adjustment right there by the offensive line, too. They sprung a good hole in third and long, and we run it right up the middle for a great play by Erickson.
Yeah, about 22-yard gain right there. Chains are set, clock's moving, 9:33 left here in the half. Beautiful full moon over here. Friday night lights. Thanks for tuning in to Stream It Sports. Fake on the trap there. Erickson's got to look around. He's got somebody coming on him hot. Ball's going to be thrown and caught. Low ball, but Leone does a nice job of getting down and scooping it up.
That's a great job. I'm glad if there was instant replay, that one might be a little interesting to check.
Yeah, I saw a small bobble.
I think he kept them underneath. He kept both hands under.
It was in front of the right sideline, too.
Exactly.
Second and short now. Lambkins on the move. Got some rhythm back in that offense. Passing game is clicking. There was a great job by, he's still on his feet. Boy, I tell you, Erickson's just popping out of there. And first down yardage out of what could have been lost, but that was going to be a step right throwback shovel pass, and there was a white jersey just waiting for that to happen.
Big number 77.
Yeah, he had highlights written all over that moment, didn't he?
Carlos Sanchez was seeing an interception right there.
Yeah.
What a play by Erickson right there. He turns nothing, maybe a minus, into about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, first down, move the chains. Ball in the 23.
See if Coach Tarver can dial one up right here to the end zone.
Back to throw right down the middle. There it is. We were talking about that when you've got really aggressive linebackers and you're playing man on the outside. Your safety's got to spread out a little bit, and that middle is your choice spot, and he just threw a dart.
That's a great job of waiting until he did get on the other side of the linebacker right there and settles in the middle. Great job by Leone.
Quick snap. Erickson takes the ball side to side, spins away from one tackle, and bounces into the end zone.
Great job again by the left side of the offensive line.
The guys up front made some holes there for Jonathan Erickson, and this drive turned into that, okay, you're our leader, and he showed why.
That's right. What a player right there. He did a little bit of everything on that drive, passing and running, and something the Lambkins had to have right there.
Well, no, exactly right. If you get down another touchdown, because that offense from Mountain View is not slowing down either, so field position finally getting back to where it's even there, too. You just got to get off that. We're playing on one half the field. PAT coming.
The other positive, give your defense a little break right there. The defense has been on the field for most of the first quarter for sure.
PAT was up and good. And I'll talk about kickers. Colby Shade's a freshman. He has a big leg.
He pops it a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah. So Lambkins back on the board now, just trailed by a 7. And more importantly, though, they put some time on the clock, like you said, let their defense have some rest on the sidelines and kind of get regrouped. And now if they can get that 3 and out or just a short drive there, you know Erickson wants to get right back on the field.
Exactly. This is need a big stop by the defense right here and see if the offense can keep it rolling. I would guess that Coach Rice has found something that they've been doing now that he had a little time after those first couple drives to see what Mountain View is trying to do up front, etc., and see if they can get a stop here.
And if you pay attention at all to Fort Collins Lambkins football, you know you got to honor every kickoff.
Yes, sir. That is a staple of Coach Rice's.
And unfortunately, they just made it harder because they broke the huddle and did their daring dash to the line, and somebody broke the line. It's going to cost them 5 yards. That's one of those calls where the linesman says, he looks down the referee and says, I'm not going to run to midfield to make that call. You got to make the call.
That's right. Look how many guys Mountain View's got up front here. They got 10 guys, 9 guys. I guess they got 2 back.
They got nine there, and and they in the past, it was kickers as talented as they are. If you want to flip one up in the air or let it drop about the 30 with no return or chance to cover it, that can be a deal.
Coach Rice has been known to, once they back off, he's not afraid to
still
dribble it again.
Well, low driving kick. Graylock lets it go through his hands, kind of just gets through him there, touchback. It's a turn between a punt and a kickoff. That ball goes in the end zone on the kick. It's just a regular touchback. A punt, you still get him off, but you got to go get it.
That's probably a break for Mountain View right there, because that if he catches that, he's running back inside the 5. That might have been tough to get.
Running the wrong direction.
Yes.
He's got to stop himself, everything else. Yeah, that's when you film moments later. It's like, I know you want to make a play, but that's too hard.
Yes, exactly. Let that thing go and into the end zone.
1st and 10 now. Mays brings him out on the 20-yard line. Single back set. Ball, a little mix up on the handoff. Going to be tackled for a big loss. Hockmeyer went to him, and he was actually trying to pull it out. He's going to make a quick screen pass to the left side. I think the play we almost saw earlier.
That was open, too.
Yeah, and the ball, the mesh wasn't clean. It popped out of his hands. They're lucky to keep it.
That's a break for the Lambkins, and they rallied to the ball right there. Chase Weedy again sacks it for about a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, ball back near the 10-yard line.
Good job by Mays, though, to cover that. That sometimes can be tough.
Hockmeyer bounced up the middle. Gain of about 3.
Schumann in there.
Yep, Kyle Schumann, 56, and
65. Jack Pedersen, I believe, in on that play.
yeah, you got to need all hands on deck with him. There's no reason to not get to the ball. 7:07 left here, and a beautiful night at French Field.
That's a big play right here. The Lambkins can't let them get a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, you don't want them to get out of jail here.
Exactly.
Because you get a punt, you get the ball about midfield. You'd like to have a chance to get another touchdown. Mays back to throw. Looks, he's got a man on the left side wide open. He overthrows his slot man. Easy interception. Ball taken down instead of 10 down to the 5-yard line.
I think that's Colby Shade on the interception.
Yeah,
threw it right to him.
Yeah, he was looking here. The slot receiver was doing that slow curl, and Shade came off the outside. If Mays would have seen that, he'd just put the ball up in the air. The wideout would be still running.
He would be.
He had already behind him. But he committed early, and Shade read it. Nice job by the freshman. The instincts were there. Huge play. Lambkins get the ball right on the door of the 6-yard line, right inside the red zone.
I think that's one Mays would like to have back. He after he threw it, he saw the safety there.
Yeah, you can't throw it between. You got to go to the guy and give Shade all the accolades there for sitting on the spot.
Somebody not in the game for the Lambkins, and Coach Rice is going to have to call a timeout.
So timeout on the field. Lambkins trailing 7 points. It's over 14-7 to the Mountain Lions, but they got a chance to tie it up. We'll be right back.
First glance feature shows account information with just a swipe, making it easy to keep track of my balance. And I like keeping track of things.
Check your balance with just a swipe on the First Bank mobile app.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
Back here now, the snap. Going to the left side, double tight, 2 wings. The old bunch formation. Slide left side, maybe a gain of a yard. Nice job by Mountain View just getting in the way. I mean, I love different looks, but Erickson's just hot right now, either throwing it and running it. And as you said before, Chris, to spread the field would really give you a spot. So we got a timeout on the field. We got a player down with 6:24 left here in the second quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back. Back here live. Injured Lamp was able to get off the field by himself with a little bit of a limp there. Trainer's going to take care of it, but Jonathan Ingle looks like he's going to be back in the game a little bit. So 2nd and goal. Erickson back to throw. Looks in the middle. Got a man. Tries to squeeze one in there. Touchdown.
Wow, what a throw by Erickson right there. Little run pass option, and he stuck it in there.
So first quarter owned all by the Mountain View Lions. We flipped it here, and after a big pick by the Lambkins D, a short field to gain, and PAT pending, we're going to be all tied up.
That's a good job right there of punching it in for the Lambkins and getting 7 right there to get it tied up.
Shade drives high through the uprights. Good. We're all tied at 14.
That's a good, like you said, first quarter, second quarter. We've had 2 different games here within one.
Thanks again to Chris Montenbog, our banner sponsor this year, GoJo Sports. I can do the read while you're here, but you know it by heart, but I like to cover it all. GoJo Sports has been providing team sporting needs since 1974. Screen printing, embroidery, letter jackets, and more. Your local place to get high school gear. So check out their new location, 1437 Riverside, just down from the Colorado on the south side of the street.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, and you look at being part of a community. I mean, you're still your extension to it with the sporting goods things. Like that's one thing, but you grew up here, you played here. You look at the neighbors next door. You see Mountain View. You see, like, oh gosh, I recognize that name. Oh gosh, that is the coach's kid.
Exactly.
I know the dad.
It is. That's the fun part.
Yeah, it really is. This time nobody crossed the line for the Lambkins.
Wonder how much they practice that. They've got to practice that quite a bit.
Yeah,
they've got it down.
Shade drives the ball nice and high, is going to hang and just into the end zone. Referee says Greylock can't bring it out. Doesn't matter where the body is, the feet, or anything else, just the ball. Like to get a score early in the Fossil Ridge Prairie View game. The Brandon Sprayberry, it's about a 20-yard touchdown run, 7-0 SaberCats.
Big night for the SaberCats and the Lobos on the road.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get 2 wins tonight. I know Coach Brooks got maybe their best chance of the year.
Yeah.
For Rocky.
Yeah, really banged up and really graduated. That's a tough way to be.
Hey, they're doing a great job with what they have. We'll give them that.
Hockmeyer on the run around the right side, spins through 1 tackle, going to gain about 5. Well, if you look at the Lambkins, I mean, no one's going to give him any sympathy because they've had great success. Coach Brooks is an excellent coach. He's the dean of the local coaches in Northern Colorado, but they have played a murderer's row.
They really have.
3rd, 4th, and 6th rated teams in the state, and a couple more that have been rated. So that is really a tough way to learn. But you know what? All those sophomores are going to learn. And
well, in 2 years, that might pay off.
So 2nd and 5 now after the run by Hockmeyer. Mays fakes the right side, breaks to his right, gives it on an inside reverse. I mean, I like that play design a lot there.
That's a different one right there. 15, he comes flying from the opposite side.
Yeah, Reed Nichols there.
Nichols.
It's like a jet sweep with a pump fake before and a feint by the quarterback like he's going to run that draw to the other side.
Nichols, what a good-looking athlete. He's got some speed, and he gets the ball on the outside. He's got a chance to break something.
Trips to the top of your screen now. Blitz coming from the Lambkins. Mays tries to get outside, gets by the first tackler. That's the problem with the blitz. Ball's on the ground. Still bouncing around.
I think the Lambkins got it.
Got it. Officials both saying it's pointing towards the south end zone. Mays was just a step away from being in the clear and making it a foot race.
I thought the Lambkins had him in the backfield, and he sneaks through for about 10 or 12 yards. And imagine Michael Cadillac coming up with the ball. He's around the football
he really is.
About every play.
So a chance here with that momentum back and 2 turnovers in a row for the Lions on 2 successive drives.
It's a great job of playing hard to the football right there by the Lambkins and hitting him from behind and punching it out.
Harrison takes the snap midfield to spot. A little bit of pressure. Got a hold call. That one was the easy one to see. Takes up field, moves, makes a couple of miss. First down yardage, goes out of bounds. Actually, the ball's in the air. I think it's going to be a fumble. It is. That ball, he was trying to leap around a guy, and he had the ball hanging out, and it popped up in the air and stayed in bounds. So covered by the Mountain Lions, that holding call back on the 40-yard line is going to be picked up.
Man, that's a tough one right there. He's just trying to make a little extra yardage right there.
sometimes you just got to go out.
Exactly.
He was going out, and he kind of spun around, hung the ball up, and credit the Mountain Lion defender for reaching up and popping it. And footballs bounce funny ways. You'd think by just the inertia it would have kept coming outside.
It popped out in 3 or 4 yards in play. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Big series right here on a change of possession. See if the Lambkins can hold them.
Mays rolls to his right, being chased from behind by Lang. Just gets it off. Has a man in the middle, but just missed him. And
Corey Lang with the pressure right
Corey
there
Lang
on
let
the
him know
quarterback.
right behind you.
He hit him pretty hard.
Well, if you're a rollout quarterback and you ever stop, you got to know that clock is ticking.
Somebody is coming.
Because they're not going to block that backside end. And Collins traditionally doesn't go for size on ends. I mean, kids like Lang, very athletic,
likes
quicker.
those fast guys, exactly.
They're built for that exactly, getting across there and chasing. 2nd down and 10. Hockmeyer up the line, puts his shoulders down, just bowls behind a couple linemen, gain of about 5. Boy, he just made his mind up, didn't he?
He
put
did.
two
He
arms
put the head
across
down.
ball
And Kyle Schulman on the tackle right there. Tough kid in the middle of the Lambkin defense. He's in on a lot of plays. Big 3rd down right here on both sides.
Yeah, really. If you want to get yourself out of here, get it back to it. 4:30 left in the half. Mays gives to Hockmeyer on the sweep. He's just knocked his own guy over. Oh, my gosh.
I think he's down right there.
Oh, yeah, he dived. He's trying to extend the ball. He knew the line to gain. Football instincts are high IQ there because he was reaching. He knew he had to get to the 45. His own guy was in his way. He knocked him down like that stiff arm I saw in a rugby thing this last week. If anybody watched any highlights on ESPN, some guy got a throat shot.
They're going for it.
4th and short on the 44-yard line. With 4 minutes to play, clock is running. Lambkins are honoring it with nobody going back. So just to make sure, we're going to have a timeout taken. So we'll have a timeout here in the field with 3:55 to play. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
It's going to get worse. All right, we're back here. 3:55 left in the half. Joking about our age disparities here. Young Cody McCoy in the booth trying to explain social media to us old guys. Big 4th down play here, right on the 44-yard line. Hockmeyer right at the right side, burst down, across the line to gain out to the 50.
Good play call right there by the Mountain Lions.
You've got to honor everybody, but there's just that's the number you got to go to. And
little misdirection right there, and he's going to make 1 yard. That's a tough play.
Well, one thing, and you've heard it for every day, but you got the quarterback, this coach's kid. The ball handling, the faking, and the way the offense is being handled, and just the construction of the play is really good.
He's very good at it.
Double wing formation, single back. Short motion. Inside trap to Hockmeyer.
There's that play again we saw in the first quarter right there.
And when we talk about an inside trap like that, you get a little bit of that motion away, and if everybody just leans and that guard comes across there, he had a seam, and he's right up underneath it.
He really did. They ran right up in there behind 64, 65. Those kids are doing a great job. Peter, probably going to mispronounce it, Praharski and Joshua Bowles, they made some holes right there.
I don't think they're going to mind. Same play again. Sweep, though, on the outside's got the edge. Good blocking downfield. Gain of about 9-10 yards. So the play calling right now, they're dealing all the cards. It's everything they try, they've had a plus yardage on.
We got number 58 right there. Jeremy Schomers is pulling guard. He was out. He was blocking about 10 yards downfield right there.
Lobato Contreras on the carry there, number 20. Fake the sweep right side, give it back on the inside. Little trap play. Nice job on the backside or the weak side of that play, just staying home.
Lambkins weren't fooled on that one. That's the third time they've run it, and I think they knew what was coming right there.
Good tackle there. And number 65 just getting off the bottom of that pile.
Pedersen in there
Pedersen's
again.
Once again. Well, like I say, you got to stay home. There's a lot of motion, a lot of things going away from you, and you're just tempted to follow, but that's the false step they want you to take.
That's right. Got to read your keys right there.
Hockmeyer right back up the middle.
Good tackle right there. That's one of the first times he hasn't carried tacklers
You're right.
Tonight.
Somebody got to his legs and his shoulders, so brings up 3rd and 5. Pretty long field goal range if you're a high school kicker, but under 2 to play. Got to have a little bit of urgency here. We're all tied at 14. As I said, that first quarter was pretty much owned by the Mountain Lions, but the couple of turnovers coming back the other way and scores by the Lambkins have tied it all up.
That was an interesting play again. They faked one way, and 15 looked like they were running that counter play, and then reverses out and goes for a pass, and that was almost picked off by the Lambkins right there.
If the DB, he knew the guy he had to make the play on.
He was going for the tackle, wasn't he?
Credit him for playing the man and not the ball, because that's what they want you to do.
Exactly.
But the ball hit him and almost hit him right in the numbers, but you just don't have a chance to make a play unless you're looking for that.
You wonder if Nichols, he broke his route off maybe a little early.
Yeah.
Mays was thrown to a spot right there, I believe.
I agree. So 4th and 5 here, big play, chance to get him off the field, and still a minute 40 left in the half. Gives the sweep to Hockmeyer. He steads up field. He's going to be short. Nice job of everybody getting there, and I think that's went to the well maybe one time too many, but he's tough to tell him not to do it. So after the change of moving the ball down.
Shea Wynn, Garrett McGraw, I believe, on the tackle right there for the Lambkins. McKaylen Moore, once again, and you said it at the start, the secondary comes up and tackles well.
So it'll be 1st and 10 with a minute 36 left in the half.
See what Coach Rice tries to do right here. If they try to kill the clock or they try to go for it.
I would fall down if they try to just kill the clock.
I would agree.
That'd break a lot of history.
That's right. He's got trips to the right here.
Well, and you've got plenty of receivers and an athletic quarterback that can score from anywhere in the field. Blitz coming. Throws the out pattern. Cadlick on the outside's got the edge. Makes a couple people miss. Move forward. Didn't get out of bounds, though.
Jackson Shore, good block on the outside right there. That's the key to that play. That other receiver who's not getting the ball, that's a tough one. That's a good team play right there.
Well, and also, you've got to block out in the middle of everywhere, and you can't grab anything.
Exactly.
2nd and short now, clock running, minute 10. Erickson looked downfield, trying to look long, didn't have room, tries to fire. He's going to try to move himself out. He's got to get the ball out of his hands. That wasn't a bad effort, trying to get the ball on the wide side over there, and I think that's Leone on the far side.
That's a good job right there. But earlier in the game, he took a big sack like that. He did a good job of getting rid of it and just buying time.
There's some decent speed on the front linemen for the Mountain Lions. They've done a nice job of just cutting through, and they had one thing they did nicely. They had the integrity of their route. They didn't give him a big alley to go run away from.
They really did. Well-coached defense.
Yep, 3rd and short now, 56 seconds left. You got to get the first down to get the next one.
Calling quarterback draw right here or something.
Quickly, a little lob screen over the middle there, just gets it through. Oh, my, that was a play. I don't think he was down.
He was not down.
I don't think he was down, and what we're talking about is tough if you could pick that up or not, but the tackle, I know he had one hand down, so if he dragged another part of the body besides his toe, on spin tackle because his knee was on top of somebody.
What a great effort by Jackson Shore right there.
It really was. If you're at home, you get to back that up and see, but either way, the stripes said nope. And the ball was placed in play, and the clock started. Under 40 seconds to play. Erickson trying to find somebody, and just throws it away. He's got it. You're just burning time.
Nice job right there by Erickson.
33 seconds left. You got 3 downs to get to the 45, but they need to get them in chunks now.
Well, that's the negative to having a quarterback with his skills is sometimes he tries to do a little too much, but boy, is he fun to watch.
Not sure what Colby Shade's range is. I would assume that they got down to the 30, they'd certainly be able to give him a try in the 40s, something like that. We've seen plenty of kickers that have hit 50-plus yarders at this field, so we know that a lot of that leg strength is here. Erickson rolls his side. Nice job up front. Felton's coming, finding their man right in the middle. Caught, turns around inside the 40-yard line.
Antonio Burgos on the catch right there.
And Lambkins are going to take their timeout now. I was wondering when they're going to do that. 24 seconds left. You're going to need about another 10, maybe find a way to get yourself to the outside, but after timeout taken with 24 seconds left in the half, we'll be right back.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, an easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
He kicks it pretty well.
Yeah.
Back here now, 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Lambkins burned their last time out. Lions still have one left. Not that I think they'd have much of a chance to make use of it. They'd love to go in the locker room tied at 14. Lambkins would love to get, find yourself in the end zone, but if you can't, if you get another 10, 12 yards, I think Colby Shade's got a strong enough leg, you'd certainly give it a shot.
Well played first half on both sides here. Good game to watch.
Straight man D. Two safeties over the top in the cover two. Erickson looks downfield, fires the man in the middle. Just a little too much on that ball and goes incomplete.
You don't see that very often. Leone doesn't miss too many.
Clock had a little bit of an extra runoff. I looked over. It still, I think we might have got about 2 seconds off the clock. Referees are going to gather everybody in.
That was a fastball right there by Erickson. He put a little mustard on that one.
That had some smoke on it. That was just Deloney had not much of a chance. That's when you make sure your technique when catching a football is right, because you might get a mangled finger.
Yeah, and he catches the ball with his hands, which is he's very, very good at it. How many ticks are they putting back on there?
I haven't seen any yet. Referee's holding them back. Okay, going back to 19. We'll have to see. I know there's a couple. All righty. So it's going to be 19 seconds. Second down. Erickson back to throw, trying to run the wide receiver screen. He's done the fake. He's got to go man deep, and he's got coverage down there. Almost intercepted. He had one hand on it, and
he had to get rid of it a little quick.
Yeah, there was a chance down there. The interception by Cooper Dean, he almost pulled it in. He's trying to run. They're trying to run the bubble screen. That was the fake, trying to get somebody to bite up there and kind of look inside. And then as he did that, you just run the streak route and down the sideline. So you've got to look at it as a deep ball all the way as the corner. And he did a nice job. He was deeper than the receiver.
He did a good job right there.
And Erickson's, you got to take a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Corey Lang was running down the middle of the field. Might have been a better option, but that's a tough one.
12 seconds left. Could be one more play. If you get a long out here, you can get your field goal unit on the line. Blitz coming right the middle. Erickson's got flushed out. Fires the ball downfield towards the end zone. He's got receivers too deep for anybody else. They'll have one more chance at it. It'll be fourth down with 6 seconds left. I like the blitz call there. Didn't let him set his feet, did they?
He did, and that's a great job by Erickson to get outside the pocket and try to make a play. Only if he could have kept that in bounds a little bit, give his guys a chance right there. The big receivers the Lambkins have, he's got a chance. We've seen that earlier in the year, I believe. They got one late in the half.
So this will be the last play of the half, I imagine, pending a penalty. I shouldn't jinx that. But
that's right.
Tied at 14. What a great first half of football here. Bunch at the top, two receivers here at the bottom. Erickson's just going to try to find somebody. Flushed out of the pocket, runs to his left. Just going to take off running, try to make a play. He's going to go down. Ball's actually fumbled. Mountain Lions are on the ground with the ball. So it's going to go as a turnover at the end of the half. Nothing to gain on it, but it's going to be tied at 14 after 2 quarters of play here at French Field. So enjoy the halftime show. We'll have the Lambkins band out there in the background. I'll be talking to Kevin Lytle from the Colorado, and would like to thank once again our guest here for the first half, Chris Modelmog from GoJo Sports. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Stay tuned for Chris Lytle from the Colorado and the second half of this tie ball game.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, an easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold.
PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
Welcome back to our halftime show, the weekly feature of Kevin Lytle from the Colorado. Thanks again, Kev, for joining us here. We've got a couple scores we can update on the other schools playing in the district tonight.
Yeah, we got Rockies up 21-7 at half on Castleview, going for their first win of the season. This looked like one that they thought maybe they could get, and so far taking care of business. That'd be good for morale and just kind of team energy for the rest of the season. They feel like they have a couple that they maybe can get late here, so getting one now would be nice for them.
We talked about it during the game a little bit, too. You look at this, they've played the Murderers Row. I don't know who else in the state that's played a tougher schedule, frankly.
Yeah, and you look at their RPI, even though they're 0-6, they're not that far down for an 0-6 team. I think they're even above Horizon, who's 4-2, which is a whole other argument. I'm sure Horizon's not thrilled with that, but yeah, Rocky has played a brutal schedule.
And then updating also Fossil Ridge at Prairie View.
21-0 Fossil Ridge. I think Brandon Sprayberry has a touchdown run. Donovan Murphy has another catch from Griffin Roberts. Murphy's having a great season.
Yeah.
They're doing what they need to do. They have to win out to be in that playoff mix. And, schedule-wise, it looks like they could and should do that. Taking care of business so far.
Nice job down here at by the Purple Regiment Band for the Lambkins, and apparently some awards for some of the seniors. And like I said, nobody has more fun than the band, and it's certainly present again tonight. So, as having fun, that was a pretty entertaining first half to watch, wasn't it? First quarter was all Mountain Lions. Second was pretty much all the Lambkins.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, it started so slow for Fort Collins. They had 8 offensive yards, no first downs in the first quarter, which was weird. I mean, they've scored over 40 the last 2 games. They were totally clicking, and so it was kind of disorienting to watch it. It looked like they had never played together, and then all of a sudden, Erickson got going, him and Jake Leone. How many times has that happened this year? Those two clearly have a special connections. Erickson told me about some of the, just going out to fields this summer after he transferred in and gaining a understanding with each other. Obviously, that paid off with Leone because he's having a huge game, a huge season, and that got them
they
going.
needed it, too. They needed to get the ball downfield there. They really weren't getting anything done in the running game, and the Mountain Lions doing a great job of just getting up in the gaps. And number 35, Felton's a pretty good football player over there, too. There's a reason why he's got that many tackles already. Yeah. So if you look at the other side of the ball, flipping around though, Mountain Lions came out with a defense. An offense that would be you've got to pay attention. And for a little while there, Hockheimer's obviously a pretty good back.
Yeah.
But boy, just the way that Mays handles the ball in the backfield, moving around there, that's an offense that's going to score points.
Yeah, they do a lot of things. Like you say, Hockheimer, runs behind the ball really well. He's a load to take down. And Mays was throwing it well early, and that's when they were clicking. And then he had that overthrow for the interception, and that almost disrupted him. Fort Collins has been gaining more pressure since then, too. Yeah. I don't think he's completed a pass since then. I think that's your key right there. Hockheimer obviously is going to get yards, but if that's all they can do, Fort Collins should be able to
if you could keep him in front of him there, and they're doing a nice job of getting to the ball. And you just said Mays kind of got off rhythm there early. It was all on, but then second part of that first half, late in the second quarter, I should say, is that all of a sudden the defensive back were breaking the ball. They're getting in front of it, and quite a ways to go. While we still here at the halftime, too, we got regionals and softball starting tomorrow, I believe it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big day for all the softball teams. All 4 city teams made the postseason. First time that's happened in a while. Poudre, they've been down a few years there. Chris Hudson's just doing a great job there.
That would be one of the better coaching jobs, when you got to go. You're not surprised you see Collins, Rocky, or Fossil there.
Yeah, she's amazing. They were, 2-3 win team just a couple years ago. Now they're, they're a lower seed, but I'm not sure you would want to see them in your region. Then Rocky got a pretty good seed. They just have to go down the road. They're in a region hosted by Loveland. Fossil has to go down Denver. Collins has the unfortunate one. They have a pretty tough draw, and then it's out in Grand Junction. So I know they were making that trip tonight, obviously, sleep over and be ready for that 10 o'clock game tomorrow. But I think certainly those big 3, Collins, Rocky, and Fossil, have to think they have a pretty good shot to be top two of the 4-team regionals advance, and then Poudre try and pull an upset in there and sneak a spot at state next week.
And then our volleyball wrap-up.
Yeah, Fossil Ridge, first loss, kind of got hit in the mouth. Fairview swept them down in Boulder. Obviously, Fairview's been very good for years, and we're strong again this year. And I think it was one of those. In a few weeks, Fossil Ridge may be talking about how great that loss was for them. Kind of a wake-up call, I think. They bounced back and got a big win last night, but first loss of the season, or of conference season, I should say, for them. Second of the whole thing, but we'll see how it helps or hurts them.
Yep. No,
it looks like they're still in line to host regional, so it shouldn't be, a killer or anything.
Like I said, we are fortunate to see. I mean, the girls' sports here in this town have always been top notch, and it's not surprising to see how well they do every year in moving in towards the state and semifinals and finals the last couple of years in softball, and if Fossil can get down to the Final Four or better in volleyball, that'd be another great push.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Fort Collins will make the state tournament in volleyball. Rocky Mountain's on the edge, but I think they'll probably get in too. So, like you say, the girls' sports playing really well right now.
Well, once again, thanks for Kevin Lytle for joining us here at halftime. About 4 minutes left for the kickoff of the third quarter. We're tied at 14 all here at French Field, Mountain Lions and Lambkins. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the start of the second half here at French Field. Waiting for the clock to run on out here after the halftime, and both teams are out ready to go. This is a half that will really tell, because both these teams had a run here in the Cody in the first half where they, had the score, had the ball moving, running the offense well. Then they both got a little ball security issues there, and offense has started sputtering a little bit. But we're tied at 14, and after, like I say, the break at halftime, I imagine they're ready to charge out.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a big concern for both coaching squads, and at the break is hold on to the ball.
Yep, smart with it. Nice job by the Mountain View folks across the way there. Nice attendance for those watching at home on Stream It Sports. We thank you. Stream It Sports NoCo on Twitter, at Dave H. 1923. Also, if you want to opine on how we're doing, and please go out and see our sponsors and thank them for helping us bring you these local sports.
1923, the year you were born, or?
Not quite. A couple birthdays that are dear to me. Neither are mine. So the fake on the charge. Lambkins spread out in regular kick formation. Shade approaches it and is going to drive it deep. Ball's going to be taken in, goes into the end zone, so no chance to take it out. Touchback. Boy, for a freshman, a very strong leg.
Whatever the equivalent of a cannon is.
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good pop.
Both kickers tonight. I think you guys already kind of touched on that, but
yeah, they've done a nice job. Even the game, other than some, a pick and a couple of funny drops, but the game's been played very hard. So Mountain View's going to come back out here tied up at 13. It's just as good as 0-0, but boy, Hockheimer had a pretty good first half, but Mays kind of cooled off throwing the ball there in the late part of that second quarter. Ball in the sweep this time, cuts up the middle. Just a nice job of coming inside, because he was ready to go places too if he got to step up in there. And good assignment ball that time by number 56, Kyle Shulman, the captain, on the tackle.
I think if you're Collins, you want to come off to a fast start defensively. You kind of got eaten up there in the first quarter. Just a vital first few possessions here.
So only gain of about a long yard. Second down now. Jet sweep goes across the side there. Far hash mark, tackle's made. Shea Wind out there on the tackle for the Lambkins, and just a quick cut up there. I mean, they stretch you. They make you play all your assignments on defense. If you get out of position, that's what that's for. Reed Nichols there on the carry. 3rd and 5 now. Pistol formation, 2 receivers near side. A little change to the line of scrimmage. Back judge now just starting to signal, so less than 5 seconds. Give the ball to Hockheimer at the middle. Just trucks along out across the 30, and that'll be a first down.
And that was he just kept his feet moving, very shifty, very quick.
I love the way he runs the football. I mean, a good high knee drive and is behind those shoulder pads, and you've got to get in front of those numbers, which, you know what, that's when coaching takes over your brain because you shouldn't want to do that because he's a load coming through the middle there, and he does a nice job with the ball. Mays fakes it, pulls it back, steps up the middle there. Gain maybe a yard. McGraw on the tackle for the Lambkins.
Yep, Mountain View coming out with either 95 or 100% runs here in the beginning of the half. They're trying to take control of the clock.
Well, and this is that you know, it's a multiple option offense here, and they've run about everything they can. Hockheimer on the sweep to the left side. Cuts inside his block. There's just a nice job on the outside, cutting that down, not squeezing that lane down for him. And number 34 for the Lambkins, which you can't wait to Jace Weedy there. He just came right on the outside of that block and narrowed that gap down. Nowhere to go. So another 3rd and 5, long 5. I'd say closer to 6 now for the Mountain Lions. Clock running, though, under 10 to play. That's what this offense will do. Hockheimer right up the middle.
Nice reach.
Lunging forward.
He's going to make him think about it at least.
Got across the 40-yard line. I mean, he's looking to go forward. And you look at it right now, their offense doesn't want to leave the field, but here comes the punt group.
Yeah.
They said, we can get a yard.
With that final reach, too, it made him think about it.
So
I think I would agree with them, too. I mean, they really haven't been stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
They've only had one negative play, I believe, and it was on the fumble on the in exchange. That was just a missed handoff, basically. Lambkin back at his 25. Low driving punt, got downfield in a hurry. Off to the right side, just kicked it away. No return really possible. Ball inside the 20-yard line. That punt didn't get more than 20 foot off the ground. It was just a cannon shot and a nice job.
And it wasn't really that rugby style. I don't know if it was just kind of a mishit or he was trying to do that.
Well, Ivan Thomas, I mean, we've seen him kicking PTs and kicking off. He drives the ball just fine. So there's plenty of leg strength there. And directionally that time, like I said, no return inside the 20. I think your coaches sign up for that every time. But either way, the Lambkins force the punt, get the ball back, snap of the ball on their own 18-yard line. Thomas back in the field with single running back, gets around the outside.
Wow, and he had a hole he could have gone through, but nice.
Just starting to get going. I'll tell you,
nice
and Felton, 35, he's a tackling machine. And he's got that club.
Does he have a club? Yeah, he's got one.
He's got a broken wrist somewhere there, and that thing, it's all really soft and it's protected for him and the other players. But he has no issues with it. He's been all over the field tonight. Give across on the jet sweep. Lambkins go on the wide side of the field, turns it up, gains a couple, bring about 3rd and 6. Short, just about a 3-yard gain, I'd say there. Both teams do a lot of different looks on offense, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of, 3rd down here, big play. You've got to get the yards. You're kind of stuck there, other side of the field. Don't want to punt it. They've punted it 3 or 4 times already.
Mm-hmm. Blitz coming. Everybody coming in. Jailbreak got the screen call. Great call on that play, but then
what a tackle.
You got 35 back there. Felton, he smelled it out pretty quick, didn't he?
That looked like the perfect screen call and just let everyone through. You had your lineman in front ready to block, but
they
just
had
a
everybody
great
there.
Fundamental tackle.
I think you got to account for number 30. Every play has got somebody on somebody, but 35 needs to be found every snap.
That looked like a huge possible play.
So 4th and 2 forces the punt. Graylock retreats back to about his own 35-yard line. High snap. Lang just takes it and rugby
Just got
styles
it out,
over
yeah.
the top, and he gets a good, nice bounce. Graylock does what makes coaches nervous, picks it up on the second bounce, gets to the edge. Gets a lot of uniform grab there. I was almost a horse collar, but it had to be uniform when he's turning around there.
I don't see a flag. I thought it was close.
Yeah, because the side judge was right there. So a nice job of taking the ball there, but that was under duress. And gets around the corner. So 7:50 left here. We've just traded punts so far in the second half.
Look for Mountain View to kind of stick with that same game plan. Got better field position.
Yeah, and the chance,
give it to
like
the back,
I say,
let him go.
You start moving the ball. If you can do that third down and short every time, you're tough to go. And there goes Hockmeyer again. And if you can get 10 on first down, that's pretty good too.
I think your coaches will be all right with that.
No, he's just got a nice low drive on the ball with it tucked away, and his shoulder pads are going forward.
Keeps those feet moving.
You have to get right square up on him. I've not seen anybody get him from the side. You're going to go for right if you do.
I think
double
a
pass
is coming
here, and he just got to throw that one away. Almost the receiver tried to bait McCallan Moore out there, and he had nothing to do with it. He just shattered him down the field. Great job by that corner that time. Nothing. Actually, he's coming from the safety side of that, excuse me. But they tried the backward pass, the double pass out there, and the receiver does a slow play stalk and tries to just let everybody think he's not going to do anything. And it was just too slow developing, and Moore the whole time was all over it.
I think it was a good idea by Mountain View. Lambkins kind of just picked it up and just give it to him on that one.
Hockmeyer hit line of scrimmage one of the few times he's had maybe a yard or even less on a carry. I think both Lang and Schulman coming off that pile. There's going to be some young men sleep really well tonight. A lot of hitting going on. 3rd and 10 now. Mays rolls to his left, trying to find a spot. He's got a man open on the post, lays it out there. Just didn't get enough on the ball because he laid it over the top there, but that was tough. He never got a chance to get his shoulders turned and really get something on that ball. It's tough for a right-handed. It's almost got to play like a shortstop out there. You got to be able to turn like a middle infielder with baseball. You got to be able to rotate your hips to get that ball across and put something on it, and it just kind of fluttered.
Yeah, especially with that toss, you got to get either your feet or your shoulders. If you can't get either of them, it's just going to be hard to get a tight spiral to your receiver.
Thomas back to punt. Cadlick stands on about his 14. It's going to be a fake.
And he's got
the
room.
Whole sideline. He's going to have to get one man to beat, and
depends on the spot. Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, he broke the line over there. Moore tried to come up on him, but Thomas is a big player. I mean, he took off the 6'3", 190.
They're going to give it to him.
I mean, he fell across. I just couldn't see whether he went across that line there, and he had about 50 white jerseys there helping him on the call, but it looks like that was a design play the whole way, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think off the snap, I think the coaches kind of saw an opening on one side, and he told him, "You got the wheels, go for it."
Really big play. 6:53 left in the third. Keeps their drive alive on the 4th down punt fake.
Definitely be a game changer if it comes out with points.
Hockmeyer up the middle, nobody on him, breaks through the secondary, still steps away from tackles, into the 10, the 5, end zone, touchdown.
What a run.
He just accelerates, and you if you're not in front of him and you don't square up, he's running through arm tackles like just a hot knife through butter. That was impressive, and just guys were trying to get to him. Guys were there, but he just shrugs off the tackles, and that high knee drive pulls his way into the end zone. Showed a good burst.
Yeah, if you watch the first half of that game, he had a few of those where, I mean, it was a shoestring tackle before he was breaking it.
You're exactly right.
He was due.
Lambkins there. Cadlick had a huge break on the ball, and truth be said, the first time I saw it there, they're a little slow in their process of that PAT. They just need a quicker step out of their kicker there, and just timing is tough there, but Cadlick got across, stuffed it. So the PAT is no good on the block by the Lambkins. They're down, though, 20-14 here at French Field. 6:46 left in the third quarter, and once again, the quick start out of the gate is the Mountain Lions.
Yep, and we talk about the little things in sports, and though it is 1 point that they didn't have, if Collins scores, they could take the lead, and strategies begin to flip, and 1 point difference between all the world here at French Field.
Talked about the shout-outs over the halftime with Kevin Lytle, and the Big E, Eric Sampson, is on his way with the Lambkins softball team to Grand Junction, but he made me promise I would keep him updated, trying to do that to the best to my abilities, despite my struggles with social media.
You do just fine. Though you might have more gray hairs than followers.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility there. Low driving kick from Thomas. Goes to the end zone, just takes Cadley. He wanted to get that low kick. I mean, great leg strength, but that's what a returner wants, because that ball got there in a hurry, didn't it? He had 20 yards before there was even anybody to be near him.
Now, is that a new rule? Is that
no, it's the ball breaks the plane, that's it. It's
okay,
been that
doesn't
way
matter
for
if you
years.
catch it.
Yep.
I've been in the volleyball broadcast world, so I saw you guys talking about it. I was wondering how that was.
Nope, that's just the change. Doesn't matter that you can have your feet in the end zone, but if you keep the ball out, you're allowed, and it's a safety thing. We get it. It's not that hard. So 1st and 10 now. Lambkins back out. Erickson, twin receivers, both sides formation. Back to throw. He's got the man in the outside. He's got Leone. He comes up. Just maybe going to be a half a football short of first down yardage, but a good route, good throw, good catch.
Yep, and good eyes by the quarterback. He kind of read through all of his options. He knew he had that one at the end. Slung it over there for
So forward progress must have crossed.
I think so.
Enough of that painted 30 that first down. They did move the chains. Jet sweep give, but I think we're going to have a procedure. Yep, there was too many people in motion there. Had the jet sweep action going and somebody else stepped at the same time. You cannot have two people in motion. If you do, one's got to be set for a full count before the ball is snapped, and that wasn't the case, so that's going to cost the Lambkins 5 yards. First and 15 now. Erickson back in the pistol. Twin receivers both sides, still in motion again. This time he pulls it back. He's going to go nowhere. He is grabbed and snowed under. I mean, those slow developing plays, if you pull it off, then you've got the edge. But if they're filling in there and you're still back there trying to make that handoff mesh, there's just not enough time. And a great job of getting upfield by the defenders that time. Lobato Contreras there, number 20.
Yeah, he definitely took just a little too long, decided he was going to hand it off or wait for the hole to open up.
Blitz coming the outside. Erickson trying to do a throwback. He's got his man.
Got blockers.
Oh, what a great
he cut the wrong
play.
way, yeah.
And I'll tell you right there, just selling out underneath the block, number 20 again, Lobato Contreras, that was a gutsy play because he gave up his position to go to try to make a play. If you make it, awesome. If you don't, you just widen that alley up.
Yep.
And McGraw had all kinds of room to go. You were exactly right. So a nice gain, though, makes it 3rd and 5.
And that's all he wanted is a manageable 3rd down. Looking on the sideline for a possible audible here.
Yeah, a little change. Still 4 down linemen, not showing blitz right now. Everybody steps up. Erickson looks down the middle. He's got a man wide open to the side there. Oh, and I tell you, once again, Lobato Contreras, that's 3 plays in a row he's been involved in because the receiver, Leone, had the ball, but he reached up, and like a good defender should, you see the catch, get there, get your hands in the way, disrupt the arms, and cause it to go to the ground, so incomplete.
Beautiful toss. He put the ball right where it needed to be, high in the hands of the receiver. Just couldn't hold on, able to get a hand in there.
So Lambkins to punt. Low
Bad
snap, couple bounces. And we actually had the play stopped. They're going to call him down. They're saying he down. He did put a knee down. I didn't think he had the ball. Basically did like a shortstop.
Wow, that's a big play.
But now the referee is moving the ball back up. That can't be the call.
I don't know if that was an oopsie. Let's redo this.
Well, I think they're saying that they shouldn't have wound the clock. They didn't have the ball set, and the snap was too early. And that's a huge break for the Lambkins.
Huge.
No complaints there. Low driving end over end kick's going to take a hard bounce. Receiver's going to take it at the 20. Graylock gets to the outside, shows good speed. Strips out of one tackle. He needs to get a tighter uniform.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think that's his second straight punt.
Yeah, somebody gets him by that shoulder pad and it dips him down, and he's got wheels.
And I think the Collins coaching staff's looking for a block in the back down there.
Yeah.
I think the players even kind of talking to the ref, hey, I got shoved straight in the back into my own guy. But
that's how I felt that way.
The band plays on.
Yeah. I think there's Jace Weedy down there pushing their number 34. But first and 10 now. Mountain View again. They're leading. 5:18 left here. And with their offense, Cody, if this running game keeps going the way Hockmeyer is, the game gets over quickly.
Yep, keep the clock running. His yards per carry just continues to grow.
Yep. Carry that side time by Hockmeyer over the right side. Gain of just a couple, though. Under 5 minutes of play here in the third quarter. 20-14, you're watching Stream It Sports. David Haase along with Cody McCoy. I'd like to thank Chris Amalomog, our guest announcer in the first half. Cameraman tonight, Brian Knight at the Roxbury. Doing a great job.
Special shout out to Randall McCoy on assignment.
Hockmeyer,
there he goes.
A huge alley outside, goes downfield, and a great open field tackle down there. A touchdown saving tackle, you about had to say. Hockmeyer, he had nobody on him. That was a gain of about 25 yards.
And that's what that offensive strategy does in the first half. It may not work to a T in the first, but you're wearing those linebackers down. They're a little slower in the feed.
A little bit of Novocaine, yeah. If you take one false step, your angle's bad, and all of a sudden he bursts through the hole. Twins near side, fake to Hockmeyer. May's just going to have to eat it and go down. Sometimes you have to take your medicine. Nice job on the blitz call that time from the Lambkins defensive coordinator. Jace Weedy came up there, and it's not so much that he got the tackle. He's first maybe to tap him, but they had three guys had him dead to rights. And a smart play just to, like I say, take your medicine, go down. But either way, Lambkins get about a 6-7 yard loss on that. First down yard to gain is going to be across the 30-yard line.
Got a
timeout in the play here. I don't know if we've got a
referee timeout.
I don't know if we have a clock issue. Sure, they're talking about dinner reservations.
Of course, Friday night. They were kind of looking up at the booth. Maybe it was the
great city to dine in. Where would you like to go? I think it's National Dessert Day.
Most restaurants per capita type of city.
Yeah,
so.
well.
I think they're getting a little confused on some.
I think you're saying somebody might have said play over and somebody said not. So referee stopped time to get it cleared up. And he's going to go back over and tell Coach Mays on the other side to relay the same thing, what we just talked about. That's just got to be shared information.
Get on the same page here.
Well, you want to make one set of coaches just nuts. Talk to somebody else and don't tell them what you talked
about.
That's
the thing. That's the thing with football. I mean, you got
a long ways.
Get a long yardage between you.
Yeah. So under 4.5 to play. Clock is wound now. 2nd and 17. Trips here near side. Reverse play. Heads right up field. I tell you, I love the multiple looks you get from this offense. Just the way they run the ball. And guys are, that Nichols, again, Reed Nichols there, he's got the ball. He's already taken 3 strides. He's close to full speed, and he turns it upfield, and gain of 8.
Yeah, and you just keep those linebackers and safeties guessing where you're going to go. They can't always see the ball. So
you get 4 or 5 yards here, I'd definitely say you're in 3rd down territory. 4th down territory where you wouldn't be scared to go for it on 4th down. You might only gain 10 yards with the punt. Option right side, Hockmeyer. That was not going to be.
And great read by the Lambkins. Yeah. They read it the whole time. They were waiting for the quarterback to kind of pitch it off.
The quarterback really never made a threat to run the ball. That's one of those where you're stringing the defense out, and they're just going to eat you into that short sideline. An option quarterback has got to make somebody believe he can run the ball, and that time Mays had nowhere really to go with it. And he's just a junior, and as he progresses with that type of play, he'll learn to tuck straight up field, try to make a yard or two, because Hockmeyer had nowhere to go and more jerseys across from him.
Yep, sideline becomes your friend for the defender.
Yeah.
So
Pooch kick this time, nice touch, lays it up down there about to the 10-yard line, and
coffin corner, beautiful.
Wow. A really nice kick.
Nice touch to it, right there on the sideline. That's a deadly weapon when you can play the
Ivan Thomas
field.
he's done a nice job there. He kicked it inside the 10, as you said, the corner kick. 3:06 to play here in the 3rd. No blood though. Lambkins after the big run there by Hockmeyer again shut him down. It's almost like you've got the multiple sets your offense and everybody gets a little bit of everything, but you kind of got away here. I'd want to have Hockmeyer touch the ball 3 out of every 5 times. I don't care what he was doing with it.
Yep.
He just makes positive yards.
You keep the clock moving. He's your best playmaker. You got to give him the ball.
Erickson back under center, rolls out, throwback screen on the backside, got it set
got
up pretty
blockers.
nicely. First down yardage. I like that play call. Pretty safe throw. The tough thing about that, you got that faith in because the quarterback rolls to his right, and he's got his back to the play he's going to turn around and throw it to. And being a left-hander, that kind of works in design for him better, but you've got that right half of your peripheral vision. You've not seen what's coming, but
you hope that there's not a free linebacker coming off ready to light you up.
Somebody just to walk in front of him, walk in the end zone. Trips near side of the field, single receiver split on top. Bubble screen outside here to Lang. Great block on the outside, too.
Nice, solid tackle by both those Mountain View players. One went low, one went high.
Yeah, Felton, 35, has been there a lot. We talked about it, and also number 26 on the play there, Josiah Baptista. Very impressed with Mountain View tonight. Playing a pretty good Fort Collins team to a standstill. Both teams have just had one game of the conference, and like I said before, Lambkins would love to be 2-0. Mountain View cannot afford to be 0-2 in the conference. 20-14, though, Mountain View leads here at French Field. Erickson looks, fires out the left side, gets out to Cadlick. A little behind him, you can tell he was trying to run just before he got to him, so falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think he took the eyes off the ball to kind of see the defenders.
Yep.
There's going to be a 3-on-1. He was going to have to make a real push to get to that first down.
Yeah, he was going to have to do something special, and he had number 5 running right up there into, Cole Spensieri was in the neighborhood.
Big third down here.
Yeah, both these crowds have had moments to cheer about, but it's pretty quiet now. That big play really hasn't happened since that touchdown run. Erickson back, fires down the middle. He's got Leone out, first down yardage.
Big play, huge play.
Yeah, well, and Erickson's feet allowed that play to develop and get him out there. Leone just does a little drag pattern underneath, lets the receivers go in deep and clear out everybody else. And it's tough to chase somebody across the field.
Yeah, and he was able to scramble to his natural side. I think I've seen just a little too many play calls where he's going opposite
across
of where he needs
numbers.
to. Yep.
So 1st and 10, Lambkins now need to put together a string of first downs, get that touchdown tied up, go ahead to the PAT. McGraw goes to his left side, works his way upfield. Still moving, goes out, maybe plus 6 or 7 yards. Nice run that time. Connor McGraw, the senior. And he gets behind me. They list him 5'5", $160. He is a solid running back. But he gets behind those big boys out there running down the field. You got 78, Quay McClaney.
Almost like a Darren Sproles. You don't really know where he's going to pop out in the line there.
Yeah, McClaney is listed at 6'3", 302.
You get behind that
He's
man.
about half the size. That's where I would go. I would get behind the big man.
Don't let go.
Yeah. Inside trap coming back here to the right side. McGraw cuts it up. Just a gain of a couple.
And Collins starting to get into an offensive groove here, mixing up,
opening
up the
are.
playbook.
Yeah, you need to get some continuity there. Get your running back the ball. Run that clock. I mean, we're under a minute to play here in the third. It's going to grind out some first downs. I mean, they need to get their defense a little bit of a chance to sit, too. Two backs back along. Lang set side. Connor McGraw behind Erickson in the pistol. Straight rollout. Tough way to go. As you said before, it's
that same play call.
It's squeezed into the sideline. It's tough for a quarterback rolling this way to commit to flipping his feet because then he's done running.
Yep.
And that means
takes away. It takes away a big threat of his.
Yep. So 4th and 3. Lambkins are acting like they're going to call an offensive play.
Maybe a little hard count or.
Well, if you do, I mean, they've certainly pooched the ball from this formation many times. Call made, 3 different calls coming from the sidelines. So if you know sign language, they're going for it. Erickson back to throw. He's got a man wide down over the middle. He's going to overthrow.
He was open.
He had his target, Jackson Shore, and it had been just a foot race and just put a little too much on it. So a big turnover on downs at the Fort Collins side of the field. If you want to take control of a game, that was an early part of the game to do that, but you're giving respect to that offense with the Mountain View and the defense. So I guess they thought that was the chance they needed to take.
Yeah, it looked like Mountain View was playing maybe a little bit of kind of a zone defense.
Yeah,
Receiver slipped right in that kind of third level and was just sitting there waiting, just kind of overthrew it.
Right down the slot there and just put a little too much on it. So Mountain View with the lead, starting the ball on the 43-yard line of the Lambkins, 1st and 10. Hockheimer goes to the right side, cuts up field. He just got tripped. I mean, he come through there, number 51 for the Lambkins, just knifing through there, Michael Scarberry. Just flying through there. And actually, that would have been number 61. My bad. Stephen Brewer-Bauman. Get a little assist from Kevin Lytle from the Colorado in there. Talking about the yardage maybe Hochmeyer might have. For $177 already, and we're just ending the third quarter. What a great night for a lot of guys. There's still one full quarter to play here. So at Fort Collins, trailing by 6 to Mountain View, 20-14. We'll be back for the fourth quarter.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Back here now to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8 now for the Lions. After the gamble on the 4th down by the Lambkins doesn't pay off. Hochmeyer runs the ball straight up the middle, just plows into bodies. One of the tacklers, Jack Pedersen, the junior, getting off the turf there. He definitely needs a committee to get him down. Hochmeyer goes to the right side, got a man out front. One block, cuts behind it. Still on the sideline, balances out near the 20. First down run and more.
He's got quick feet and nice eyes, good patience.
Well, and
really
I like
waits
how
for the blocking to develop.
That blocker got in front of him in a hurry, and he got right on his hip. As soon as he made contact with the defender, he accelerated and cut on the other side and just showing very good balance, as you said. A big drive here. If you punch it in and get 7 out of this, that makes it a 2-score game. Same play again, going the other side, just kind of rumbling down forward. And even more so, it's like you get applause the yardage, but then you also just run that clock.
I mean, his yards per carry got to be around kind of the 6 yards.
Jace Weedy there on the tackle, among others. Yeah, because we're already, they're going to run 3 plays, and we're going to be already a minute off the clock. I mean, well over a minute clock, and it's not actually running the 3rd play. 2nd and 8 now. Ball in the right hash. Follows the blockers again. Take him right, take him left again. And it's definitely 4-down territory, although if you kick a field goal here, it puts you up 23-14 if successful. That's a tough score too. Thomas certainly has the leg, but as we saw in the last PAT, their process has got to get quicker. The Lambkins blocked it easily.
And I think you've shown to be able to get this amount of yardage consistently throughout the night.
Keeper this time by Mays, steps up field, going to get first down yardage. Nice job of the ball handling. Everybody's flowing with Hochmeyer, and it's time to twist it up a little bit. He runs forward and smartly just gets down and inside the 15 down to about the 12.
That's an excellently drawn-up play by the offensive coordinator from Mountain View.
Well, and one we've
set
seen
him up.
Jonathan Erickson's done that so well for the Lambkins, and it just shows you if you've got a good running back, all of a sudden you make a play. This time Hochmeyer's right up the middle, breaks through a couple tackles, spins away, and he's too much to handle. He's in the end zone.
Just too many arm tackles, arm tackle attempts.
Yeah, you've got to get on him and stay on him. So touchdown, Mountain Lions with 10:09 left here in the fourth quarter. They go up 26-14 with the PAT pending. Looks like they're considering going for 2, which I think was probably just to try to get that back up to a 2-touchdown score.
I think the refs either call a timeout or let's go.
Yeah, you've got one or the other. It's an untimed play, but we don't give you forever.
Yeah. I think they're going for it.
Yeah, no, they're going to go for 2 here.
Try to get that point back.
Mays under center. Delay the give. He fakes it, goes to the outside. He's going to walk in. I'll tell you what, a great job of faking there. And he's not a big kid. He got behind that big offensive line, slid around the outside, and the 2-point conversion is good. What a great play call.
Yeah, the Lambkins bit on both the handoff attempts. He said, no one's on the outside. I'm going to head over there. 10:09 left here. 14-28 Lions lead.
Yeah, that was just a great drawn-up play. That's a good conversion play. They take out the 2 scorers, so the gamble by the Lambkins on 4th and 3 on their side of the field didn't pay off. Obviously, plenty of chance to stop a pretty good offense, but I think almost that might have been the reason you do it. It's like, we may not have any chances. Their offense is scoring too well. We can't give them the ball back if we can try, and you give it a shot, and it just didn't capitalize. But now that they're not going to have much time, they score. You got to get something downfield efficiently because you know that the way Hochmeyer's running the ball, time's going to go off the clock. Neither team has used a timeout yet this half.
Special shout out to the band rocking Bossa Nova by Quincy Jones, a.k.a. Austin Powers theme song. I dig it.
Deep into the end zone. No chance for a run out that time.
I think every single one of his kickoffs have been out of bounds on the other side of the end zone.
Yeah, he's laid the wood to him. So I think that drive probably put young Hochmeyer over the 200-yard mark. Yep.
Third touchdown of the night.
I think you're right, third. Erickson fires, nice long out pattern, hits Shore, down and out. Great spot there, not just a nice read, stands tall and delivered a strike. That ball good for about 20, 22 yards.
Yeah, they haven't had a whole lot of pass plays where he's gotten a chance to kind of stand in the pocket, really examine the field, and and the few chances he has had, he's capitalized very well.
So 1st and 10 now, ball just across the 40-yard line. Lambkins need to get it in a hurry. Erickson looking downfield, no real rush, playing the zone back behind, throwback pass, great eyes, great vision there. Receiver stayed home.
And let's kind of see the tempo the Lambkins decide to get into.
A little bit of urgency there. Leone on the backside, and Erickson's got he's got a very strong arm, but his release is so quick. Sees it and fires it. 1st and 10 again. Lambkins now in the 45. Got that defense backpedaling a little bit. 9:40 left to play here in the game. They need to keep it moving, though. They're down by 2 touchdowns. Quick out play that time. Nice throw, nice catch. Just a quick out. You got to take what they're giving you. Sometimes that's all you need. But Antonio Burgos just took the 6-7 yards and just got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Nice little Wes Welker
Yes.
route out.
Yeah, well, you stop on cut and the ball's on time. Stop the clock. Don't try to fight for 2 yards. It may cost you 20 seconds. Blitz coming on the backside. Felton in the hurry. Erickson rolls away. Oh, and a nice job on the defense. I mean, a good route, good throw, but number 5 for Mountain Range closed and stripped the ball from Leone.
Yeah, I mean, the ball was in his hands. He had a catch and just snuck a hand in there. Those are big plays.
So 3rd and 5 now, certainly 4-down territory for sure for the Lambkins. Diamond formation, 2 backs, motion going around side, just a sweep left, option to the outside. Trying to get upfield, Jackson Shore rumbles across, down inside the 35, 1st down yardage, nice run. And what a good job Erickson did that time. He saw there's nothing for him to do there. Give the ball up to his running back, give him a chance to make a hard cut, and he did, and gain of about 8.
I think he gave it to him at the perfect time,
Yep.
too. Still had a kind of an edge you can get around.
Yeah. Before
Blockers
the field
to
started
go
getting
with.
squeezed down and no room to even make the pitch. So 1st and 10 Lambkins, ball in the 31. Same play going the right side. This time it's going to be a throw. Mountain View's kind of back on top and throws up in traffic, and it's going to be intercepted. They had 4 defenders back there, and it was one of those moments where you made your mind up to throw it. It's tough not to. You see your guy, and even somebody as big as Leone, 6'3" and change with a good leaping ability, came up short. And a nice job playing center field back there, too, by the safety for the Mountain View Lions. So with 8:57, turnover is going to give the ball to Mountain View on the 2-yard line. You know, if you're the Lambkins, you get stuff here, you get them stopped. You get the ball pretty quick, but still.
I mean, yeah, you got him pinned down on the 1-yard line, maybe a quick possible safety, maybe an all-out blitz, just go for it.
Yeah, you got to almost risk a few
You know
things
they're going
here.
to run it. So.
Yeah, you need to make a play here. So bunch formation, 2 tights, 2 wing backs, 1 set actually over the guard tackle. Give the ball in the sweep in the back of the infield. I'll tell you, that's a tough play because you're actually handing off a sweep into the end zone, and it pays off because they did a nice job of walling everybody off. But once again, Lobato Contreras just heads up field, gains about 6. Now you're not standing in the end zone when you're getting the ball, and that is a big, big run. And that one was telegraphed pretty well. There was no chance for that play to succeed. They were trying to run the little short jet sweep there. Number 15, Nichols, he got it, but the Lambkins had 2 guys across the line of scrimmage just waiting for him. He lost 3 or 4 yards, so back to 3rd and 9. And if you're going to throw the ball out of your end zone, that always puts the thrill back in the call.
It'll be interesting to see what they do if they kind of
want
to keep the clock moving.
2 plays in a row, Hockmeyer was just a decoy. But I'd run the ball here again just to give him a chance. When Hockmeyer does bull up field, gets close to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, give your puncher a little bit of room to get it off.
Yeah, and also you're going to run another 20, 25 seconds off the clock, too, by the time everybody up unpiles and they actually set it. But a good chance for the Lambkins. I mean, no blood on the turnover, but a loss of about 2.5 minutes of time, which is running out. You're down by 2 touchdowns. Timing is all part of it here. Chance for a big return would be a game changer. Thomas, big leg, but he's standing deep in his end zone, so you just got to make sure you get it off. Lambkins don't really show that they're trying to blitz or do anything special here. But a timeout's going to be taken by Mountain View. They want to be sure of their protection package before they do the punt. So we'll take a break, too. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car
We come back
washes
in, I'm going to
around.
do my reads.
They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Back here now, 4th down. Thomas back. I think good job that time by Coach Mays and his staff from Mountain Lions. They just want to make sure they got their protection set up the way they want it. Lambkins showing more of a read and react, just trying not to let anything happen. Low driving punt, taken at midfield. Didn't get in the air much, so good chance for return. Trying to go sideways is Cadlick. Trying to get to the wall, does get to the outside. He's got a couple blocks to make, and he's going to go down inside the 20. Steps out about the 26-yard lines, and we got a late flag. If that's against
a personal foul.
Yeah, that's going to be anything that late, but
I'm not sure if there's something dirty or they just kept playing after the whistle. And
I thought he stepped out too, but we were pretty obstructed by the sideline. But he kept going, so it's tough to tell another kid to stop when the runner's not. And that's a huge play. But boy, he ran a long way sideways to get over here and to get himself into position to take a chance to run upfield. So we've got an injured Mountain View player on the field right now. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the rest of this game. So the injured Mountain View player got off the field okay, but ensuing penalties, a pair of personal fouls, moved the ball back to the midfield, so a lot of that return was completely negated. 1st and 10 Lambkins now, right at midfield. Erickson takes a snap, looks to his left, trying to find somebody downfield, nowhere to go.
Get out of bounds.
Yeah, he needs to go out of bounds. Gets a couple extra yards out of it, smartly steps away. Very close to first down yardage, but better yet, he stopped the clock. 6:40 to play here. You're down. I mean, you've got to get a quick score, and you want to, onside kick, whatever you want to do. The defense for the Lambkins stepped up here this last time and stuffed the Mountain View offense, but right now Mountain View just doesn't want to make mistakes. They just want to run the clock. They're ahead.
Yeah, it's been a little surprising that Erickson does not run it a little more. He's quick on his feet. He's had a few openings, just hasn't looked to run as much.
Yeah, we have a holding in the back out here. There's going to be a catch out there, a nice gain, been a 14-yard gain, but we have a hold right deep in the backfield here. Mr. Felton, number 35, was coming across, had a bead on Erickson, and he was spun to the ground. It was a pretty easy call for the referee, so it's going to be a big penalty. I mean, not only is it the penalty, but where it occurred, and it was deep in the backfield.
I think that's what it's difficult when you run that many kind of bootleg, kind of sweeping out from your quarterback. It makes your offensive lineman, I mean, that defensive lineman's coming off a whole different angle now because they're reading it, and just kind of gives them one more thing to worry about as an offensive line.
Yeah, Michael Felton had an outstanding game tonight. You got to count for him. At that time, he was just on the loose, and that was not the way to stop him. But the junior is really showing that he's round here. Nice call on the screen pass, executed well, getting upfield. And we've got a block in the back right in front of everybody. Right in front of the bench, and don't see many arguments coming. They're not going to like it, but...
yeah, they've drawn up some beautiful screens. Really gotten those blockers out in front and give the receivers a chance. The coaching staff agrees a little bit.
Two penalties in a row. And, I like the two play calls, but they negated nice gains. But then when you have the gains because you've gotten something that goes your way. But they've got to get to the other 30-yard line.
I was just looking at where the first was.
Yeah, you start doing higher math now.
I don't have my degree yet, Dave. I can't do that.
Okay, yeah, you're still on the shelf. I get it. But
I'm a senior in college. I'm not there.
Yeah, you're talking. It is trying to find the yard marker over there if they're going to bring it up. Okay, now it's still first down, 1st and 37. I think what you're looking for. 1st and Laporte would be the other phrase. Don't have to have it all in one play though. Erickson, quarterback draw, nice call up the middle, escapes from Felton, still heads downfield, gets near midfield, gain of about 15. Good play call, but you got to get up off the ground and get back to the line of scrimmage. 6:15 clock running.
Yep, that's a big play, but I think Mountain View they were just making sure they were kind of playing a little more prevent defense.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're stopping the sides. You don't want anybody to catch the ball, get out of bounds, and you can't get anything deep. That middle is open and by kind of design. Erickson back in to throw, throws the quick out, this time a little wide. Shore didn't have really a chance.
And just from this angle, I don't think that was the right arm slot. He was kind of looking to throw out a little more kind of three-quarter, almost side arm. He needs to go a little more over the top. I think he was really trying to squeeze it into an angle, trying to really get it in there.
Well, nice job. Cole Spensieri was great on coverage there. He and Shore have been colliding with each other all night long, but I like to see they both help each other up, give each other a pat on the shoulders and say, nice job. Competition brings out the best, too, doesn't it? Twins both sides, single back behind. Erickson, he takes a snap, fades back. Got to get going out. If he's going to be forced, he's going to be caught. Ball's on the ground.
Yep.
Picked up by the Lambkins. So Connor McGraw saw it on the ground, got to it, but that's going to bring up 4th down in a long, long ways.
And that was a real move by Felton, linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, he had blockers hitting him. He made a good move, quick feet. Yeah, swim move kind of around him.
Oh, yeah, when he's doing it with one hand.
Yeah.
I mean, the other hand, there's no fingers being used on that. So 5:30 left to play here. Lamb's going to punt. Quickly gets that off. Straight up in the air. Takes a Mountain View bounce near the 40. So a net of about 20 yards on the punt. So with 5:23 to play here in the game, Mountain View, it's going to be run right, run left, run middle. There's no reason to do anything else but. Lambkins got all 3 of their timeouts left. Mountain View's used just one.
And who do you think they're going to go to?
I would wear 3-4 out, and I'm not sure that's possible.
And then when you've done that, you're going to do a triple option, use them a decoy and go the opposite
that's
way.
That's right, and they've done a nice job of mixing it up. I mean, a lot of carries, not a lot of yards for them too, but there's been a nice way of saying, you know what, we've got a lot of guys on this offense. So the two tights, Hockmeyer behind single set, give him over the right side, big hole, steps upfield, still down, nice little pat drill, and he bangs off a couple defenders. And when I say the pat drill, that's just great balance. Puts a hand on the ground. He got rocked, but not enough to go down. Gains 9. Little updated score down at Prairie View. Fossil Ridge having its way with Prairie View. They're up 35-0. So it looks to be a good road win for the SaberCats. And I'll tell you what, there's a nice job there. They're just running the clock. Give her outside to Liberto Contreras. Spun. Loses a couple yards, actually, so it's going to be third and about 3. But Mays came up to the line of scrimmage. He just stood there. That's when you tell your lineman, relax until you hear me do a starting count. I'm not going to snap the ball until the back judge, who stands back about 15 yards, 20 yards away from the formation, starts his count. Well-coached football team. Both of them here tonight. So when they snap the ball now, third and about a yard, this is really going to be a time where deciding kind of game here. Under 4 minutes to play. Count starts by the back judge. Inside give. They're going to lose yards on that one. Nice job. Lambkins came forward, and I think that's the one time maybe the quick hitter should have come back, because here comes the blitz. Lambkins don't wait, and they just pushed it back. There was no chance for that slow developing play.
Yeah, I mean, even a setup for a possible kind of short pass, they were obviously kind of loading the box, waiting for triple option, double option, just straight run.
You gambled and well thought out. You know they're not going to try to throw the ball there. That's just a really tough time to do it. So they take a timeout here on the field with 3:52 left and a fourth down coming for the Mountain View Lions. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
We're back here now, fourth down. Thomas back to punt, standing on his 30. Good snap. Actually, this one, the first punt of the night that he doesn't get well, and it goes straight off his foot left and barely gets to cross midfield. Still seeing the side judge, the far side walking up, 46-yard line, only about an 8-yard punt. And sometimes you try to get a little too cute, a little too fine a point on that pencil, and that one came straight off the foot to the left.
Yep, and I mean, give him credit. He's been really a weapon all game.
Oh, very much so, yeah. You can see why. Very deliberate, and he usually lays it down there, but that's one of those.
Even the best, yep.
Yeah, lay it, boom it down the middle of the field, son, and we're going to take it. But either way, Lambkins got the ball. They're still in business. 3:48 to play. They've got 3 timeouts left. Although I thought they took that last timeout. It just didn't come off the board. Erickson fires down the sideline. What a great throw.
Really, no catch.
Oh, so close. And Corey Lang over on the far side.
Coaches are not happy with that. Man, that was a close one.
Yep. And you did see, and sometimes a play like that, it's not so much what you see there; it's what the other players in the other team. Nobody reacted, so they really weren't, like the heads hanging, like, oh, great catch or nothing. I think they saw the ball go to the ground. Clock stopped though. 3:43, second down and 10. Erickson back, looks to his left, far side there, just lays it over the top. Nice touch on the ball. Leone goes up and gets it like it's a rebound, didn't he?
Got good separation.
Yeah. Nice box out, takes it to the sideline, brings up third and just inches. And actually, it's almost the point where downs don't really matter now. They've got to move the ball down the field, 3:37 to play. snap. Erickson rolls to his left. A lot of room to run downfield. Just fires the long out. Hits short near the 27-yard line. Nice catch.
Oh, and there's the flag, yep.
And a little extra. Both players are working out there. The defensive back never quit on the play and brings him down about 2 steps out of bounds. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty on top of it. A little tired, a little testy.
I mean, it wasn't a dirty play. It was
No,
just he kept going, and the receiver stopped. Everyone stopped, and he kind of just kept going.
Yeah.
But he was also 2 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, no, that was an easy call for the line judge to make. And the wrong sideline to do that in front of you. You're not going to get away with anything there. So.
And you got to capitalize with this.
Well, yeah, right now, 3.5 minutes to play. 2 nice completions out of this drive by Erickson, but you've got to get it in the end zone. Ball spotted on the 14-yard line. Lambkins can't get that first down. Rolls it right, looking back over the middle. Ball just spins out of his hands. Leone's going to catch it about the 5-3 touchdown. Did he get there?
Did you see a flag thrown?
Can't tell what we got there. I mean, boy, he was doing a great job. Was that Leone just driving towards the goal line? I thought he got there, but we call that side of the field the dark side of the moon for a reason.
A fumble.
And a touchback. The ball was fumbled into the end zone, gets away from the player, and it's a touchback. So it went out of the end zone. And
it went out of bounds?
The ball went through the end zone, not covered by anybody, goes out of bounds as he's going for that pylon. I've seen that here lately on college football. But
that just happened to the Chiefs last week, and I had no idea what was going on.
Chiefs player there, yeah, so it's a touchback. So it's going to be Mountain Lions ball. What a huge break for the Mountain Lions, and just a tough blow. After the couple of first downs and a big penalty takes him down there.
And you can just tell the Lambkins offense is coming off the field.
How can that happen?
Not sure what to
Trying to make a play. Hochmeyer off the left side. Moves forward. Lambkins have got they're still showing 3 timeouts. I thought they took a timeout on that to stop that last punt.
On the fourth, yeah.
Yeah, the 4th down. It's not off the board.
That was
suppose
a huge
we're right.
play. Wow.
Oh, I know. Well, you can't fault anybody for the great effort in trying to get there to tie it. And put the first touchdown to tie it into the chance there. Underneath run, Hochmeyer up the middle. It's going to be a foot race to the end zone. He's at the 50, the 40.
They got one dive on him.
Yeah, and he's going to get caught at about the 10.
Great recovery speed by number 26.
26 running down. That's Colby Shade, the freshman. But Hochmeyer had to make 2 or 3 runs there. See his chin starting to go up in the air, so he hit top speed.
Yep.
But he's had a pretty rough night running the ball, and that probably puts him well over 250 yards. And I think that's the backbreaker. What a great burst!
Yeah, I mean, especially after that just big disappointing play by the offense, the defense has to come on and try to hold energy, and that's just really difficult to do.
And that happens. Still a chance though. 2:26 to play. Clock is running. Double formation again. Give the ball on the sweep to the right side.
And great awareness not to naturally. The whole play was going out of bounds. He made sure to stop, pivot, and keep the clock moving.
That's a great point. Liberto Contreras there. Eric, that's about 4th or 5th heady play he's made. You've seen him make it on the defense side. He's made it on the offensive side now, and keep it in bounds. Like I say, they're not, the ball back on that right hash inside the 10-yard line, and we're under 2 minutes to play. And somewhere along the way here, it's maybe a moot point now because it's like the timeouts aren't going to stop anything, but you aren't going to get a chance to get the ball back even. Mays is going to sit there and wait till he gets the count. Hands up by the back judge. Knows there's 5 counts coming. Fake the sweep. Mays rolls out to his left. Tries to cut up field. Runs for pressure. He's got an easy avenue towards the goal line. Does he get there? Yes, he does. It's just, did he have enough speed to make the corner, and he got to the pylon.
That was an odd play. It looked like it was going nowhere, and it looks like he was going to kind of take a sack just to keep the clock moving, and he found a quick hitter there, and it opened up.
Well, he knew where he had to go, and he just turned it on. I don't think there was any intent ever to make that a pass play, but that right there kind of shuts the door on the Lambkins line on a comeback. 1:33 left. Now they're up 34-14. The PAT. Looks like they're going to go for 2 again. Now, okay, Thomas is out there. I say I wouldn't know why you want to do that, and I think you'd want to practice the PAT when block. You don't want the last one to attempt to be a block. Good snap and hold. I think that one is blocked partially, too.
Yep,
it's still
just kind of a
snuck
slow
through.
footing. He's not getting quick off of there.
Yeah, pretty deliberate, pretty tall place kicker. Either way, though, it looks like a line drive right down the middle of the book. So 35-14 with 1:33 left here to play at French Field. The Lambkins trail the Mountain View Lions.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
So the reason you're seeing
we were just talking about it.
The ball placed on the 12-yard line, Mountain View had 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties assessed after the PAT.
And we're going to assume it was probably
bench
trash
driven.
talking. Yeah. Oh, was it bench?
Certainly, somebody from the bench who said whatever. Thomas just squibs it down the middle. Ball's going to be taken about the 44-yard line. Pitch back to Cadlick. Goes. He loses on the ground. Spins around. He's going to try to make a play. Turns upfield, and he gets smashed down by Mr. Felton.
Who else?
Yeah.
I think the MVP of the defense tonight. He's kept them in
we've
line.
Got 2 very physical, dominant players tonight on the field. Hockmeyer on offense and Felton on defense. A lot of guys making great plays. And it's not that the Lambkins played poorly tonight. There's just been great execution on this side and great individual efforts by 2 pretty special players on this field.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have as a defensive coordinator when some things break down, you have a sure tackler.
Yep.
At the middle linebacker position, you can kind of take charge of that defense.
So 1st and 10 Lambkins. After all that, there's still a minute 23 left. Down by 21, though. You need a couple things to happen. Erickson back to throw. Rush coming. Steps up. And he's going to get sacked by Felton. Nowhere really to go. Too much pressure there. And Mountain View did that rushing 4.
Yeah, I don't know if the offensive line kind of just wasn't
tough.
ready for
They're
that.
tired.
But yeah, it's just hard to do. Yeah. But that pocket just broke immediately. The safeties and corners did a good job of shadowing.
Erickson throws the screen underneath. Nice play call.
Got an opening.
Got a lot of room right down the middle. Runs into the pile. Gets a good pop. Right at midfield. Brian Leone catches it. Gains about 15, 16 yards. Actually more like 20 after the sack.
Yep.
1st and 10 Lambkins.
40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and running. Mountain View got their safeties back at 15 to 20 yards. Nice just look up them and hits Corey Lang on the slant pass. You got to take what's given to you. Good release that time, and another late penalty coming in. I think we're going to have a hit while he was on the ground
just couldn't stop the body. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it
couldn't stop his body.
It wasn't like spearing or anything too much egregious like that, but it was a late hit. That'll move the ball down again. And the game might be getting a little bit chippy. Clock will stop with a penalty. Personal foul is called, so we'll move the ball back down even further.
And as a coach, you're just pulling your hair out. Why are we doing
this?
Well,
now it's like, okay, both sides have got to just come across here and say, okay, we can't afford to get anybody hurt. This season's not over. It's just one game. It will bring Mountain View to 1-1 in the conference, and 1-1 is where Lambkins will be. There's still several games to play. Erickson back to throw, looks down the middle, flushes to the right side. He's got a line, trying to race to the corner.
Another flag, I think.
Yeah.
I think a holding will be
on the outside there. Hard run goes out near the 5-yard line, but as you said, it's coming back. It's kind of tough at the end of the game. The fatigue's there. You're looking at the scoreboard. There's 8 seconds left, and
you're not moving those feet as well, just like defense in basketball.
Well,
you start playing with your hands.
Yeah, and you're mentally, you just it's like, okay, tough to do at any level. No lack of effort on either side of the ball tonight for the Lambkins or the Lions, but what a tough game by both the defense on the defensive side to hold a pretty good offense and to 14 points, and then to put 35 on a good defense like Lambkins. Erickson fires it towards the end zone. This will be we're going to have one more chance to take it to the end zone. 2 seconds left. But one of the better rushing performances we're going to see on this field was just a few weeks ago. Horizon running back runs for 300 and change. Well, and I think
I was there for that one.
Hockmeyer must be well over 200. And with probably not even many carries. Erickson steps up in the pocket. It's going to be flushed out, going to run. This will be the last play of the game. Turns down the 10-yard line, just goes out of bounds. No sense taking on anybody right now. The game's over. So effort was there, but tonight the better team just executing and just the way they ran the ball and moved the ball up and down the field, and just a very energetic defense. Mountain View is for real. They come here to French Field and hand the Fort Collins Lambkins their first conference loss. So both teams will be 1-1 now, but the final here for French Field, 35-14. So for Cody McCoy, my producer, Brian Roxbury on camera, thank you again, Chris Monomog from GoJo Sports pitching in the first half. I'm David Haase. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.
Poudre School District High School Football, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota. Everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado.